Hey guys, Infiniti here. Welcome to a new video. Now I'm going to try a new thing where I do a full face cam at the start of the video, and some of my videos I will anyway. And then I'm just going to go to the mini face cam as soon as we get into a game. So I'm actually going to back out of this lobby because I absolutely hate every single person in that lobby. Really despise of them. But yeah, just going to do some one-shot gameplay, and as soon as we get into the game, I'm going to jump into full face cam. Yeah, I got the RW1. Hate that gun. I don't think I've ever got a kill with that gun. Really despise it. But we're gonna jump into my other video now. Here we are. Wait until my face cam loads in. Here we are, and I'm Prestige 2 now, which is pretty cool. My first Prestige I did within like the first 2 days, so it only took me like a day and a half, not actual in-game time. That would be ridiculous. It took me like 7 hours to Prestige on that, which is kind of slow actually, since I was also having double XP and then at the very end of that quad XP, so it was actually a very slow Prestige, to be honest. And I don't really know why it took me that long. I really can't give a reason. I was just a bad player then. But now I'm kind of in love with one shot right now. As much as I hate sniping, I said to myself, and I said to Sam and Pat, that I don't want to snipe in this game. I just don't want this to be a game where I start off sniping and then I get terrible starts, and then for the rest of the COD, when I'm red gunning, I then have to like explain when people look at my. I'm aware of this now, and it's great. When people look at my stats of why I've got such terrible stats, and I don't have to. Do you know why? So I can ruin my stats as much as I want. I can get my stats as terrible as I want them to be, right? And nobody will ever know other than the people in my clan, who will have worse KDs than me anyway. So I really couldn't care about it. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. You can't view other people's combat record. Now, to be honest, for some people that'll be bad. For some people, like absolute pub stompers, which will want to show off their KD, that'll be bad because the KD is like a showing off point. Mine's just over 1. At the most it's ever been was at the beginning of Call of Duty, or at the beginning of this game, should I say, when it was very, very high. It was very high, and now it's dropped down just to around a 1. It hovers around a 1. It's dropped down to 1.01, which is like the lowest it can go before it hits 1, and then it goes up to like 1.10. It's basically a 1 KD. I'm not too bothered about it. I couldn't really care about my KD, to be honest. Now I say that, but then I'll get out of a game, and I haven't been doing it actually. I haven't checked my KD in a long time, and then I'll be like checking him. But then my KD will go down, and I've started to do a lot better the past couple of games, even though I cannot control myself this game. Like I just can't walk around clearly. That guy took the longest flank ever. I'm just saying, he went around the whole map to flank. It just seems a bit weird to me. And you're dead. Holy crap, didn't realise you were an enemy too. There's a little tip that I'm going to give you guys, alright? If you put a dot in the centre of your screen, so if you scope in and put a dot in the centre of your screen, right where that was just then, which is what I've got right now, I've just done it with a whiteboard pen. I checked in the very corner of the screen to make sure the whiteboard pen ain't going to like stay on my screen or like destroy my pixels or something like that. Because you know that'd be pretty bad. A bit of an inconvenience if like, I just had dead pixels in the centre of my screen. But yeah, I just did that, and for 3 frames, you'll have to watch Drifter's video to show what the frames are. They're not really that noticeable. All I know is that the last one, and obviously the 2 frames before it, the first frame that you see just there where you scope in, that might actually be a couple frames actually, it probably will be, is the last one that it works on, and it lets you, as long as someone is lined up perfectly in the centre of the screen, there's no sway. Your gun doesn't sway, so you can pot shot absolutely perfectly. And you'll always hit. As long as they're in line with them, with that centre dot, you cannot miss. You just literally can't. It's just impossible for you to. There's no weapon sway when you do that. I kind of did it a little bit there, but there's just no weapon sway when you do it. So no matter what the range, that should have hit. Still isn't afterlife in this game for bullets. Just saying, needs to be added. I'm gonna say that until it is added, and then I might hate it. But you know, we're not gonna know if we hate it if they never give it to us. Just saying. And yeah, so you'll always hit, which is absolutely amazing, and it is actually really useful. Like when you've got a good shot and you're aware of your screen. If you change your monitor quite a lot, which I don't understand why someone would change the monitor quite a lot. It doesn't really make any sense for them to. It kind of confusing, to be honest. There we are. I did it just then, like when I had that really perfect shot just then, and okay, you took my kill before I could kill him. That perfect shot then, which was a headshot, I did it then. I didn't really intentionally do it then, because normally you kind of have to think about it. but I did it. So yeah. But yeah, it's really, really useful, and you don't really see yourself using it. You don't think that you see yourself using it, and it is kind of distracting when you're using a ray gun. But you do get used to it. I've got used to it, and it does just help as a standard. Thank you. It just help as a standard for. Now the problem is do you know just then when I paused, I saw the little dot like right there, like right on where that railings were, and I thought someone was head glitching the railings. So. You do every so often get a little bit distracted by the little dot because you think it's something else. That's like the second or third time it's done to me in like a week, so it's really not that. No, it's not that prominent, to be honest. It's really not that much of a noticeable thing. But I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a tip, and if you want to learn how to do it again, just go down prone like that, just draw a dot. Now you think that scope's moving. Now if you look at your screen, if you like put a dot over where your crosshairs is, where your screen is, it ain't moving at all. Doesn't move. Personally, I don't know how that works. I can only imagine that the pixels around it move, like the scope it moves, and this bit around it. But that actual dot, that actual center point, does not move whatsoever. It stays perfectly central constantly. Like I said, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue that works, because clearly to me and you, that looks like it's swaying. Wasn't intending to do that. It just looks like it's swaying to me and you, like quite severely actually. Sorry about the frame rate drop there. Screw you, OBS. This kill was using that. If it was me that killed him, I think it did sound like a bullet hit his body. But yeah, there's no sway whatsoever. It doesn't move. It's just very confusing. Like I said, yeah, this kill I used it. Wait, not there obviously because I didn't get it. But yeah, this kill here. There, yeah, I kind of used it. So for me, that was perfectly in line, that little dot with his body all the time. I just thought I'd give you guys a tip, as well as my first ever live commentary. And I didn't even do that bad. That good even, is what I meant to say. 13-7, it's just under 2 KD, which is okay, I guess. I'm going to show you guys my KD. I don't really care whether my KD is low. It'll probably be going down, because whenever you seem to do well, it goes down. I couldn't care about my KD, personally. It really doesn't interest me. 1.05. It stays around there. It drops to, at the most, it's dropped to is 1.01, like I said, and the most it's gone up to was like a 4 when I first joined the game, but that was only for the first couple of games. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of games, which it should be going up in that retrospect, other than the 1. But which is really weird, alright guys. What I found really weird, guys, is that for me, on Black Ops 2, if I got a 1 KD, my KD will be going up, so I'd be happy with the 1 KD. So if I did 10 and 10, I'd be happy with that. Now for me, if I do 10 and 10, my KD is going to be going down. Now, this is probably going to annoy the hell out of you guys, because the guys that have stuck around this long, I know that my audio is slightly out of sync. It's like 1 or 2 frames out of sync from my webcam, so I'm aware of that. So now, this is really weird. On my PC, it looks like it's out of sync. I go to my phone, it doesn't. Don't understand why, but it is, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. I will try and sort it out. I'm just aware of it right now, and I will try and sort it out, but I can't really do anything about it right now, so I'm really sorry. But you guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, is what I was trying to say there, but I didn't. I stuttered. I have a stuttered, guys. It is official. I have a stutter. But you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. My life's a board game, but I'm never bored, man. I lose my keys, then I just smash it through.